In 2026, finding the right AI application means finishing your work in half the time and staying far ahead. But relying on basic ChatGPT doesn't give you an edge anymore. That is just the baseline expectation for anyone walking into an office today. The real problem is the sheer volume of options. With thousands of specialized apps launching constantly, trying to keep up is leading straight into subscription fatigue and total workflow paralysis. Look at this chart measuring effort against time saved. Basic AI sits here, low effort, moderate results. But stacking dozens of apps pushes you into the high friction zone. Constant context switching destroys the time you were supposed to save. We need to fix that paralysis. Today, we are going to build 3 highly specific, profession-based AI stacks, each relying on just 2 or 3 carefully selected tools. To get maximum productivity, you must actively ignore the vast majority of the market. Cutting noise eliminates overhead and gets your time back. For anyone dealing with research or data, your biggest bottleneck is likely drowning in unstructured information and staring at a blank page. That is where Perplexity AI replaces traditional search. Instead of giving you a list of links, it provides direct, well-organized answers, complete with embedded source citations, so you can actually verify the information. There is a trade-off, though. You are trusting the AI synthesis of the web, which means you lose the serendipity of stumbling across unexpected angles while digging through raw sources yourself. To balance that out, you can bring in Grok 4. Because it integrates directly with X, it reads up-to-the-minute social sentiment, allowing you to track real-time trends as they actually unfold. Once you have your rough research or meeting notes, you can funnel them straight into Notion AI. A simple prompt turns those scattered thoughts into structured task lists and complete first drafts. Then, Gamma AI takes over the formatting. You hand it your Notion document, and it builds a beautiful, professional presentation or report in a matter of minutes. If we look at this comparison matrix, we can map this knowledge stack against standard ChatGPT. Perplexity and Gamma score exceptionally high on citation accuracy and formatting speed, whereas ChatGPT sits squarely in the middle. By locking in this specific stack, you solve the organization bottleneck. You move chaotic, raw information into a structured, professional deliverable with almost no friction. Modern creators face a brutal algorithm. You have to produce massive volumes of high-quality assets daily just to survive. Opus Clip acts as your main distribution engine. You upload a single 1-hour podcast, and it automatically carves it into 20 highly engaging short videos, complete with captions and visual hooks. The drawback here is editorial nuance. Opus prioritizes viral retention, which means it will sometimes cut off vital context to get to the hook faster. For your audio, 11 Labs handles voice generation. It takes standard text and turns it into highly emotional, natural-sounding human speech. The friction point with 11 Labs is the required prompt tuning. If you don't carefully direct the tone and pacing, the voice can slip into an uncanny valley of synthetic inflection. To package all this, Midjourney remains the leader for visual assets. The level of detail it provides for YouTube thumbnails and social media posts easily outperforms other image generators. However, Midjourney requires a steep learning curve. Instead of a simple web interface, you have to build your images using slash commands inside Discord. Building out this creator stack means you are deliberately trading granular, pixel-perfect control for raw, multi-platform distribution velocity. If you build software, your main bottleneck isn't typing. It is the time wasted on boilerplate coding, hunting down bugs, and parsing complex logic. Cursor AI targets that exact problem. It is an AI-powered code editor that lets you describe what you want in plain English, and it will write and debug the code for you. Developers making the switch to Cursor are consistently reporting a 3 to 5 times increase in their overall coding speed. There is a serious risk here, though. If you accept generated code that you don't completely understand, you can easily introduce subtle, architecture-breaking bugs into your software. That is why you pair it with Claude 4. Claude is exceptionally strong at deep reasoning, making it the perfect companion for architectural planning and breaking down long-form logic. Take a look at this radar chart comparing these specialists to ChatGPT 4.0. ChatGPT forms a wide, balanced circle of general versatility, but Claude and Cursor show massive spikes specifically in reasoning logic and code execution, even though they lack broad tool integration. Technical professionals need that sharp edge of specialized logic. But if you are a manager or a generalist juggling multiple responsibilities, you are better protected by the broad, forgiving versatility of ChatGPT 4o. Trying to pay for and master all 10 of these tools at the same time guarantees burnout and zero net productivity gain. Instead, look at this decision tree and ask yourself one specific question. What is my primary daily output? We have 3 distinct paths here: research, media, or code. If you are an analyst or student, you follow the research path. You combine Perplexity and Gamma AI, entirely ignoring the media generation tools. That gives you a focused workflow for about $40 a month. If you make content, you follow the media branch. By combining Opus Clip and Midjourney, you maximize your asset volume for around $50 a month, as long as you accept the initial learning curve. For the logic path, developers can pair Cursor with Claude for coding precision, while generalists can default to ChatGPT 4o to manage varied daily tasks, again keeping costs around $40. A focused 2-tool stack keeps your workflow clean and your costs manageable. That is vastly superior to the financial and mental drain of a $200 monthly subscription bloat. The best AI tool on the market isn't necessarily the newest one. It is simply the one you take the time to master deeply. Identify your specific professional segment in the comments below and let me know which single stack you are committing to this year.